Everybody should be happy coming to their work, and I've went through periods in my fire service career where I've really not been happy going to work. Sorry, I've had a really tough time. There's currently only just over 6% women in the fire service. I think there's a real problem there.
When I think back to the watch that I started on, it was all men. Some of the language that was used on the station are words that I kind of balk at when I think back. And there was a lot of that, women shouldn't be in a job sort of thing, and I've echoed it. I've taken part in some of the banter. I do look back and think we could have been much better than that.
The issue we got is a lot of people see it as, oh yeah, but I didn't mean it like that. It was only a laugh, it was only banter. Some things just aren't all right to say. We're not living in that time anymore. We got to change the way we are.
I'm a gay man, and the things I've heard colleagues say about not deserving to be there, it has become more rare to hear, but it still continues. There has been times I've just thought, what am I doing here?
Firefighters have lost a great deal of confidence in senior leaders right across the UK Fire and Rescue Service. When we see incidents being drawn out and not having been dealt with correctly, it creates an ethos that there's some sort of boys' club at the top end of the Fire and Rescue Service.
To me, equality is about being able to come to work and feeling part of the team and feeling valued by the team and being able to participate.
For me, it seems like it's about decency, being decent human beings to each other.
We are the people that the public look to keep them safe. And if we can't have the opinion that equality matters, then how can they have the confidence in us to be able to treat them with dignity and respect and to be there for them when they really require it?
We need to make sure that our workplace reflects that of the communities we serve.
The recruitment process should be open to everybody. You can't aspire to be something that you don't see.
In order to improve and address equality, first of all, you have to recognise we have problems. It is an area that we have to work together on, and it's an area that's in all of our interests.
It needs to be done via our colleagues who might not be in a minority section to say, actually, that's not appropriate.
We need to set an example. We are the kind of profession that kids and adults look up to.
I did think that maybe we were getting a little better until I started representing people and I saw the problems that we're still facing. It was only hearing first-hand accounts of what people had gone through. They kind of brought it home to me that we have to start listening.
It's about creating understanding through education.
In 1999, we had a report which looked into equality and diversity in Fire and Rescue Service. The report established that there was a need for change. We did constant review of where we were when it came to progress. All of a sudden, we started to get positive cultural change. And just as we seemed to be getting there, we had another political change in 2010, the Conservative winning the election. And from that point onwards, we saw a downward spiral. In the last year, when we've started to see these cultural reports coming out, which are once again identifying that we haven't actually moved forward since 1999. If anything, we're actually going backwards.
I've only worked with one female firefighter on any watch in 23 years. I think we've come a long way. By the same token, we've still not changed the demographic in those 23 years.
It's taken me a long time to be able to stick up for myself and to call that kind of behaviour out. I'm now surrounded by a really good group of people.
I remember a school visit and one of the students said, I can't join the fire service because I've got dyslexia. And I said, look at me, actually you can aspire to be whatever you want.
The Equality Matters campaign we started a few months ago, and that was because we're in a unique position as a trade union that represents about 90% of fire and rescue service staff, saying, look, we need to do better. We need to encourage better behaviours right across the sector. Currently, we have 3 equality sections, as we call them. The National Women's Committee, the LGBT+ Committee, and we've got our Black and Ethnic Minority Members Committee. They assist the union in understanding the experiences those minority groups have. They assist the union in developing our own internal policies, but also facilitate and encourage equality.
With me having dyslexia, dyscalculia and dyspraxia, it has been tough at times. The Fire Brigades Union have been more than supportive. They've got us coloured keyboards, overlays, there's loads of help out there.
Whenever I first came out, I was the gay firefighter. Today, I am a firefighter who happens to be gay. It may sound very subtle, but it's a very important piece of progress. You shouldn't have to go to work and hide who you are.
I want everyone else to feel that everyone has an opportunity to progress in their career and feel that they are protected.
I just want people to be treated appropriately. I want people to be treated equally. I want people to be treated with dignity and with respect.
My message to the leaders of the fire service would be equality doesn't take away from anyone. It adds to the enrichment that everyone has.
Listen to your staff. Every cultural review that comes out points to the same problems. Listen to trade unions and work together on this, because that's the only way that we're going to make any kind of dent into it.
There's a disconnect between senior management or any management and the troops on the ground. Sometimes just sitting and listening to what they've actually got to say really goes a long way.
We need to start looking at who we are, what our service delivers, and look at the communities that we represent and the communities that we serve. Let's think about we are all equal, but all equally different in how we support that within our fire service.
Work with the Fire Brigades Union, work with our 3 equality sections, allow us to be part of designing a fire and rescue services that's fit for today.